Some of you already know that we have a bill which is going to Parliament very soon. Has anyone heard of the bill? The National Drug and Food and Health-Related Products Regulatory Regulatory Bill that is coming, that is going to incorporate cosmetics and other items into the regulation of National Drug Authority. This one. I want to welcome our guest, ASP Mustafa. Thank you for joining us. He's a representative of the DPC, and by you seeing him here, it means that you're well protected. Colleagues, many of these things we are going to share with you. There are many exciting things that are happening. We know that as pharmacy owners, you're interested in making sure that you have good business, but also serving the people that in your community. So we as the association, what are we doing to make sure that we create a conducive environment for you to do your business very well? Right now, some of the challenges we have are the very many pharmacies that have sprung up. Everywhere you go, you're going to find a pharmacy. And because the numbers are increasing, the profit margins are reducing. And so many pharmacies are closing. So what can we do about it as the association? So those are some of the things that we want to share with you today. We know for sure that one of the biggest problems we have in this country, for example, are counterfeits. We are suffering from this on a national level. Counterfeits, drugs, and other health-related products. So what are we doing as UPOA? Next year, this is going to be the biggest project for UPOA, fighting against counterfeits. And among the counterfeits, if you even take away the drugs, there is the sector of cosmetics. So many cosmetics are counterfeits. And that's why we are having so many of our sisters in this country who have rainbow faces. You see somebody's face with so many colors, black, red, purple, some bit of green, and you're wondering why. It's because they're using products that are not genuine. And so we must come together as the health professionals and we fight against this. So it is going to be one of the biggest fights that we are going to put up come next year. And we are going to ask the government of Uganda through National Drug Authority to make sure that their policies and laws passed to protect the people of Uganda, but also most importantly, to take away cosmetics from people that do not have skills and expertise to handle them, bring them to pharmacies. Cosmetics colleagues must come to pharmacies. And they stop being in shops, being sold by people who do not understand them. I think that is one of the biggest projects that we have and we must fight for as the pharmacy owners, but also health professionals.
I'm glad that the representative of the DPC is here. Health is actually a security issue, but most people don't know it. That's why when you go to Europe or to the US, you have the health agencies, actually some of them are even manned by the military and and police. So thank you so much for coming. Health is a very sensitive issue. Coincidentally, some of us do not even know that 2024 coincides with the 20-year anniversary of National Drug Authority. National Drug Authority was established in 1993, but began its operations in 1994. You may wonder why I'm talking about National Drug Authority. The role of National Drug Authority is to protect and promote human health and animal health through effective regulation of drugs and other healthcare products. Now, you as pharmacy owners, your businesses are regulated by National Drug Authority. It is very unfortunate that they are not here. He's coming because I don't like backbiting people. We, the business owners, are the pillars of the pharmacy industry of Uganda. We literally hold it. Allow me share with you some statistics. The pharmacy industry of Uganda currently is valued at more than 500 million US dollars. More than that. We have close to 3,000 pharmacies in Uganda. Plus or minus 1,800 in retail, then plus or minus 1,200 in wholesale. So we literally hold the sector. That is why so many years ago, sorry to take you to history, when we felt like we were begging, we had to come out. We had to come out and make noise. Because another thing that I'm sure you don't know, the pharmacy business contributes government revenue of more than 500 billion annually. 500 billion. Now, if we go back to elementary mathematics, 1 + 1 is equal to 2. So all of you actually contribute to this money. I know we have the players in the manufacturing like Cipla, KPI, Rainer Industries, the main manufacturers and distributors. Yes, they do their part, but each of us also contributes to this over $500 billion annually. Before you start any business anywhere in the world, first do your analysis. Understand the sector that you are entering. How does it operate? What are the market dynamics? What is the risk element? What are the interests? Another thing that we push for. That is why we ensure best practices, ethical and business practices. Our priority is service of the customer, service of the client. So before you jump in there, understand your what? Your market. Part of our work is to help you, mentor you, help you get the necessary training. I can go on and on. But what I want to appeal to you, before we leave MBALE today, we need to register. The executive secretary is going to take you through this criteria. So many things are going to change. It is not just the new law. And we do not want you to be left behind. We are here to serve you. All of us are volunteers. Bring it to our attention. We are going to take them on personally. You get it? If it is the district LC5 or the mayor, we will take them on personally. Because what they are doing is illegal. What they are doing is irregular. I hope you're listening, you who raised it. So kindly follow up. This should be more than enough incentive for you to actually register if you have not. Because we have literally been offering you free what? Free services. So as you can see, advocacy and lobbying is part of it. We influence policy. A couple of years ago, you remember you were paying these license fees annually. We had a sit down with NDA. It was revised to 3 years. We have been pushing, though we have a lot of back and forth to see how we can have these fees what? Revised downwards, because we realize some of our members are choking on the what? On the fees. Maybe when the NDA representative comes here, he will give us feedback on that. Now, we decided to decentralize, excuse me, our approach. We used to have these AGMs in Kampala, but we realized many of you were not able to come to Kampala for one reason or another. So we have decided to bring services closer to the people. This year we are in MBALE. At the end of this AGM, we shall decide where the next one is going to be. But we are going to go to every region.
And we are thankful to this all Uganda Pharmacy Association and in a BALE region particularly. Mr. Salim is already, helping to all this BALE region, and with the help of all of you, Here Ajanta Pharma, let me just brief about Ajanta Pharma. Before that, I am called Ankit. I am an international business manager in Ajanta Pharma. I am handling 5 divisions of Ajanta Pharma, all Uganda. So in Ajanta Pharma, we have total 9 divisions. We are serving different therapies of the drugs. Like we are in pediatric, we are in malaria, which is Ridmal is the brand. Artifan is the brand. Artifan is the only brand in Uganda which is WHO pre-qualified. Let me tell you, it is only anti-malarial brand. It is available in the Uganda, which is WHO pre-qualified. There is no any other brand which is there, which is WHO pre-qualified. So you can ensure to get that approval of WHO pre-qualification, we want many things. So efficacy and all this safety, it is very much better than the all other brand available in the market. Apart from that, Jaha is the brand we knows, our trust is there since many years. Jaha, Artifan, Aflu, all these products range we have. We are in diabetic and cardiac care also is there. We are in ophthal range. We are in pediatric range. We are in gynec range. So many products, we have total 100 plus products available in Uganda. And many products are first in Uganda. We are serving to all these patients since many years. And it is all about of your support and efforts. So people can get the drugs and access drug through you. Here I am humbly requesting you to all of you. We don't want to, we want to counsel the patient. Once patient will come to us, we always try to give the drugs which is, prescribed drug. We don't directly, in many diseases, we don't directly give to the drugs to the patients like that.
Reddy's Pharma Limited. We have been trading since 2002, but we entered into manufacturing from 2021. So manufacturers cannot, do business alone. We do need pharmacies. We do need the associations like these to collaborate with the manufacturers. So this meeting is one of its kind. I have never been to this kind of meetings, but it's very helpful because as the mandate from NDA is to increase the local capacity of manufacturing. So how do you increase? You cannot only produce and keep it in stores. You need to sell to the pharmacies. You need to have the sustainable supply chain. So that's where our mission comes from in the manufacturing. Our mission is to produce quality, affordable drugs with sustainable supply chain. So there are two parts of the mission. Not only producing quality products and cheap ones is not enough. Even the sustainable supply chain has to be there. Go to every corner of the country is also a very major thing to be part of this world. So Reddy's Pharma is willing to do that for I think next 20 years, 30 years, we still go on, the fight goes on. And as Dr. Rijab told us, the next thing is about cosmeceuticals. I don't know how many have heard about cosmeceuticals. Cosmeceuticals is nothing but it's combination of cosmetics and the drugs. That's where the world is going through. It's part of personal medicine. Personalized medicine is the next big thing in the whole world. It's a globalization thing, and that's why it's a good view from India to include the cosmetics into the regulatory part, which we really appreciate, because as Reddy's Pharma, we also do some cosmetics. Though there is no mandatory from regulatory, we are still going through UNBS.
We have a new bank in Uganda. It's called Salam Bank. And we are in our final engagements for our partnership between the Uganda Pharmacy Owners Association and Salam Bank. Now, what's Salam Bank going to do for the pharmacy owners? I, Hassan, I own a pharmacy. I want stock, but at the time I'm financially poor, or I'm not financially okay. So I go to Salam Bank, I apply for a loan. It will be called drug or pharmaceutical business loan. Mainly, they will not give you cash. No, please. Make your order, take it to Abacus, they supply you, then the bank pays the supplier. Then you, as the pharmacy owner, you pay the bank at a very minimal interest. Because this is Islamic banking, and in Islamic banking, we don't put interest. It's halal. So, I know by latest Feb, we shall launch this partnership to our members. But who will qualify for this loan? Or who will qualify for this product financing? One, you must be a registered pharmacy owner. By evidence, you must possess a certificate of registration from the Uganda Pharmacy Owners Association. You must possess a valid certificate to operate your pharmacy, either retail or wholesale, evidenced by the National Drug Authority. Excuse me. I think that would be so good and nice for the business, because most pharmacy owners, we have a challenge as financial issues. So, inshallah, our loan will be as low as low. That's what I can promise. In my last 2 minutes, I want to thank everyone for spending your time to come here. But I would like to repeat the words of our our vice president, that since this association has showed more sweetness, let us advocate for district representatives. Because as a regional representative, I cannot move around Kampala. Mr. Salim cannot move around the whole of Eastern Uganda. I had representatives from, people traveled from Soroti, from where. So, it could be a good chance for us to get district representatives that will be reporting to Mr. Salim. Lastly, but not least, pharmacies are closing. Why? And it is a big investment. For a pharmacy to operate, the minimum amount of money you inject in, it's around 10 million. Not so? Exactly, 15 million. So we count covering a pharmacist for 3 months plus stock, rent, and everything. So why is pharmacy business failing? You as the pharmacy owner, that's why we want this association mainly to possess pharmacy owners. How are you managing your business? The president talked about management systems. Have you put in place the management systems? No. Today it's a good day that as pharmacy owners, I'm finalizing this book. It will be free of charge to every pharmacy owner. It's called The Basics of Pharmacy Business. So it will be free of charge. You subscribe, you get your copy, either soft copy or hard copy. It will be available.
The first one is just sensitization to the owners of the pharmacies. We've come to realize some pharmacies are dealing in Chinese pills. You know them? That were banned by the government. So you keep on selling those pharmacies, and once you're got, you'll be penalized. Another one is mixing drugs, that is human drugs and animal drugs with other food stuff. I know some of you might not be having that knowledge, but it's wrong. You're not supposed to do that. Another one is dealing in smuggled drugs. Pharmacy owners, at least everyone knows that. Once you're arrested dealing in smuggled drugs, as even police, we shall handle you to Uganda Revenue Authority to deal with you. So let us avoid that and disease from that, to avoid problems in our businesses. Another one, counterfeits. You find someone is dealing in counterfeit drugs and you want to sell them to human beings. That is wrong. Of course, when you got, the Mlamuzi is there. That is Uganda what? Yes, Uganda National Drug Authority. We shall hand you over to them. Then again, we've come to realize pharmacies are selling government drugs. Even when you the proprietor of the business, you're seeing that this drug is not for sale. These drugs are meant for poor people. But for you, go ahead and do what? And sell in your pharmacy. So when you're arrested, what do we do for you? We hand over to Ministry of Health to deal with you as police. Someone hit a point of threatening agencies. We've come to realize those affairs that come to your businesses and start threatening you. Please, police is open. Come and report. And it's very important that you get our contacts to assist you, such that they don't take advantage of you. Because out of your ignorance and being scared, you're like, please, can we talk? Can we talk? No. If you know you're sure, engage police. Another one is unprofessionalism. You find a lot of pharmacies are opening up. They don't have pharmacists. They're using people without documents. So when they come and they close your business, you say, they have done us bad.
My name is Kalikumutima Deo. I'm the president of the Uganda Pharmacy Owners Association. We are here today for our annual general meeting, which we decided to decentralize. We have regions in Uganda, so we decided to bring our services closer to the people. This time we are in MBALE, and I want to thank in a special way my brother Salim for hosting us. A few minutes ago, I was talking about the pharmacy business. In business, it's not about black or white. We are all businessmen. So we are moving away from the funny stereotypes. It is purely business. So I want to thank you, Mr. Salim, for hosting us. The Uganda Pharmacy Owners Association is an umbrella body that brings together pharmacy owners in Uganda. The Republic of Uganda has 3,000 pharmacies and 3,000 pharmacy owners. Plus or minus, we have 1,800 pharmacies in retail. We have 1,200 pharmacies in wholesale. And of course, we also have other related service providers that, like the drug shops. So the pharmacy industry of Uganda alone is valued at more than $500 million and contributes well over 500 billion annually to the government of the Republic of Uganda. The point is, the pharmacy industry has an important role in the value chain, in terms of revenue, in terms of government revenue specifically, because we pay taxes. In terms of employment, we do so much. Today, or this year, to be precise actually, coincides with the 20th anniversary of the National Drug Authority. In 1993, the government of Uganda established the National Drug Authority, and it started its operations in 1994. The mandate of the National Drug Authority is to protect and promote human and animal health through effective regulation of drugs and other healthcare products. National Drug Authority is our regulator. You may wonder why suddenly I'm talking about National Drug Authority. Part of their mandate is to put in place, implement a national drug policy to promote local production, to ensure that we have quality medicine out there. I have given myself the duty of evaluating National Drug Authority between now and the end of the year, and I will be having a podcast on it. My firm does several podcasts. So to evaluate and see how effective has National Drug Authority been in execution of its mandate. One of the things that I've been talking about, the Uganda pharmacy industry is a dominated industry. We have 5 big companies that are doing manufacturing, and we have 10 big boys that are doing distribution. So how has this mandate of local production? We always talk about BUBU, 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 BUBU. It is not enough to talk, BUBU, BUBU, but actual implementation, what are we doing? Only 5 are in production. That means there is a gap. For business people like myself, this is an opportunity for you. We need to exploit this gap. And I was encouraging my members, there's power in numbers. One person may not have $100 million, surely, to go into manufacturing, but as a group, if we pooled resources, we can actually venture in there. So the annual general meeting gives us an opportunity to reflect on our activities for the year, but also plan for the year ahead. There are opportunities in the pharmacy sector. I know many people are excited, they keep jumping in there, but please stop jumping. Like any business, you're supposed to do your market analysis, understand the market, understand the competition, benchmark, do your risk analysis. Some of the challenges are not unique to the pharmacy sector. They also affect other sectors. We have internal factors and external factors. I did allude to having only 5 players in the manufacturing space, like CIPLA, like KPI, and Raine Industries. This means that there's a problem because the opportunity is there. Why do we only have 5? Is government doing enough with the pharmacy sector? I don't think it is. If you look at the other sectors, and this is my opinion, which I'm actually entitled to, you hear tax holidays. We actually have so-called investors who will come, they are given land, they are given tax holidays, they are given money to invest. What kind of investor is that? What investment are we talking about? So we have a very big challenge in this sector. We need to go back to the drawing table. Unfortunately, some stakeholder engagements turn out to be engagements of intimidation. If we went back to the drawing table realistically and re-evaluated, globally, the pharma sector plays a very big role in the economy. That means we can bring so much. What tax incentives do we need to give, for example? Business, we have monopolies, we have oligopoly, we have duopoly. Some of these things are not by design, they are by circumstance. Like I said, we have 5 big boys that are controlling the manufacturing sector. We have CIPLA, QCL, that is doing an exceptional job. And please don't misunderstand me. They are doing an exceptional job. Anti-malarials, the AIDS drugs, they are doing an exceptional job. KPI too is in manufacturing grain. Like I said, why don't we have more? Now, because, for example, there's a financial risk or a financial challenge, because of lack of incentive, it is only those with muscle that are actually able to join the industry. And indeed, it is only those with muscle that end up monopolizing the industry. Even when it comes to lobbying, again, it is those with muscle that are going to take lead. Because surely, like we say in the African culture, the big drums, when they sound, are heard farthest of places.
John Moses Mubale, nga yenze marketing manager owa BSafe. BSafe brand ekolebwa ne Ladies Farmer. Tuli based mu Kampala, office yaffe eri Kawempe ne plant yaffe. Tu manufacturinga oba tukola ebintu bya pharmaceuticals nga ekisooka ye povidone iodine, hydrogen peroxide ne iodine tincture. Kakati ebyo ebintu engeri gye tubikolamu eyo. Mu ngeri eyo gye tukolamu era regulations oba ebyokukola ebyobulamu emitendera mingi gye tuyitamu mu regulations. Kakati ebyo y'engeri gye tukolamu na bino ebirala bye tukozesa mu maka. Tulina hand sanitizers, tulina bleach gwe baakazaako erya jik, tulina hand wash, tulina n'ebirala bingi, naye nga ebyo ebintu byonna bijjira mu linnya lya BSafe as a brand oba brand ya BSafe. So tukola ebintu bino ku mitendera gya UK standard. Buli bw'osanga ekintu kyonna, bw'osanga ekintu ekiyitibwa BSafe, manya ntino kirina brand y'amaanyi, ate bye tukola mu standard ya bukugu bw'amaanyi. Tukola mu bukugu bwa NDA ne UNBS. So bino ebintu bisangibwa mu supermarkets ne pharmacies zonna mu Uganda. Oba ogenzeewa oba wa, ky'oba okola kwe kusaba ntino njagala BSafe product. Bannayuganda kye mbagamba nti no ebintu ebiva ebweru bitwala ebbanga ggwanvu nga bitambula okutuuka mu Uganda muno. Ekitegeeza nti no biyita mu embeera nnyingi embi ebituuka wano nga omutindo gukendeddemu. Naye bino ebintu byaffe bye tukolera mu Uganda wano tukola mu embeera ennungi ate biva wano kumpi. Biva Kampala okusaasaana mu Uganda mwonna. Banange tuwagire Build Uganda by Uganda. Yenze John Moses Mubale nga ndi marketing manager ku Redis Farmer Be Safe brand.
Oye Bale, Oriena, Kamakua. I'm Salim Mandani from Sky Pharmacy Bale, 32 years in Bale, in the pharma business. And I'm also a representative for Eastern Uganda, for UPOA, Uganda Pharmacy Owner Association. And only 3-4 days I did it. This to 18 years old. I went in Saroti. This is Kumi, Gora, Sarere, and again I went to the Toro, Malaba, Asia, Bale. So I try my best to in some time to take it apart. These are associations, they're connecting each other, the retail, wholesale, and there are many challenges we are going to sort out together, join. If there's any challenges, they tell us, we'll step forward to them.
Thank you. Benjamin.